everybody and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video I'm basically going to be doing a first impressions on all of the makeup that I got for my birthday. So if you haven't watched my birthday haul, I will leave a link down below for you guys so you can go and check it out, because there I talk about all of the products that I got for my birthday, which was majority makeup. So that's why I'm filming this video for you guys today, to test it out and see whether or not it's worth the money, because the majority of it was actually high end. So yeah, if you'd like to see how I created this makeup look and also what I think of these products, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start off with primer, and I'm going to be using the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Primer, because this has definitely turned into one of my favourite primers at the moment. I find it does help to keep me matte throughout the whole day, and I also want to use a primer that I know works, because obviously I am going to be testing a foundation today, so then I will know whether it's the foundation that I like or I don't like. I have already done, whoops, I've got brow pomade on my chin. I have already done my brows because I haven't really got a new product to use, and I also do have an eyebrow routine which I'll link down below for you guys. Okay, so the foundation I'm going to be testing out is the No7 Beautifully Matte Foundation, and this is in the shade Warm Ivory, because I picked up a darker shade for when I'm tanned. So I don't know how much I'm going to need, so I'm just going to take like half a pump and put it on each of my cheeks and then on my forehead. Because this is quite a thick foundation, I am going to blend it out with a brush, and then I'm going to go on to use my Real Techniques complexion sponge just to kind of soften the coverage, because it is supposed to be quite a kind of medium coverage, so I don't want it to look too heavy on the skin. Yeah, just to pre-warn you, if you are going to use this foundation, you don't need to apply an awful lot at a time. I reckon a pump would be enough to cover your whole face, and I've used a pump and a half. But so far this is looking very, very nice. Okay, so that's mainly blended in with the brush. I am going to go in with a sponge, just because I do this with all foundations, just to make sure it's always fully blended into the face. So I have dampened my sponge just to make sure that everything is fully blended. Okay, so one thing I have noticed is that obviously it's looking pretty matte at the moment, which is perfect for my skin type, but these kind of dry patches on my forehead where I have had spots and my fake tan is kind of stuck to it, it is kind of clinging to the dry patches. So if you have any sort of dry skin, I maybe wouldn't recommend this foundation, because I feel like it would cling to your dry patches. So next I'm going to be doing a little bit of concealing with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and also the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. The reason why is this one is slightly darker, so I find this one better for kind of actually concealing dark patches. I'm kind of going to speed through this because I feel like I want this video to mainly be on the products that I'm testing, and obviously I absolutely love these products. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the Collection Concealer. So I have just gone ahead and set the rest of my face with the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and now I'm going to move on to testing the Kat Von D Shade and Lights palette. So what I'm going to be doing is kind of taking this contour shade here and trying to kind of sculpt out my cheekbones with this, and then I'm going to also try and bronze with this shade here. Hopefully it's warm enough. And then I'm also going to be trying out these two powders just to be applying them under my eye to see if they are brightening at all. I feel like these ones are going to be way too dark for me, so I don't think I'll be delving into those today. So I'm just taking that first contour shade and only lightly sculpting out my cheeks, because I am going out today, so I don't want to have like a really full, obviously I have a full face of makeup on, but you know what I mean, I don't want to go too heavy on the contour. But so far this looks like a really, really nice contour shade. So next I'm taking a slightly kind of bigger, fluffier brush and taking that shade next to the contour one, and I'm going to be trying to kind of bronze my face with this. I'm just tapping it off because I feel like there's so much on my brush. This might be too intense to use as a bronzer though. Let's have a look. At first I was like, this really isn't going to work, but to be honest that looks really nice and it's blended really well into the contour shade. I don't feel like you need to use too much bronzer because I feel like my face is already looking darker than my neck, so let's kind of match this up a bit. I know my face looks super dark on camera, but it really does match my body, but my neck just doesn't take fake tan at all. So far I'm really liking both of those powders. I feel like they've worked so well. So next I'm going to be taking that kind of yellowy kind of powder and just applying this underneath my eyes just to see if it brightens the area at all. Okay, so I don't feel like this shade is ridiculously pigmented, but it definitely does help to kind of brighten the overall area. So yeah, just a nice little touch up for when you finish powdering. So next I'm going to be trying out the Anastasia Glow Kit. Now mine is in the shade Sun Dipped, and as you would have seen in my haul, I was thinking that the two kind of most shimmery shades are going to be too dark for me, these two here. So I am just going to be taking a mixture of these two here, which look absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited to use these. So I'm just taking quite a dense brush and dipping it into both these shades and then just applying it to the highest point of my face. I'm just going to take a smaller brush so that I can get right underneath my brow bone. So I'm just going to be taking my damp sponge and kind of just pressing that into the skin just so that it meshes with the rest of my kind of makeup a little bit better. But so far I am absolutely loving those. They look absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, would highly recommend this kit. I feel like those shades are quite similar to the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter. So if you're looking to just kind of get one product instead of getting a massive palette, I would recommend that. But so far I'm absolutely loving those. So next I'm going to be using the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Now I have dipped into this slightly because I did use it on my actual birthday, but today I'm just going to be creating more of like a natural makeup look, more of like a day-to-day makeup look with this palette. If you'd like me to do more of an intense makeup look for maybe like a night out, then please do let me know down below and I'll film that for you guys, and I will try and use some of these kind of like wacky colours just to incorporate something different into my channel, because I feel like a lot of my looks can be quite similar. So to start off with, I'm just taking this shade here called Burnt Orange and a bit of raw sienna as well, and kind of mixing those two together and applying those into the crease as like a transition shade. These shadows are so pigmented. I find if you dip your brush in like more than once, you are going to get too much on your brush, and there is also a lot of fallout, so you kind of have to be a little bit careful because they are a bit crumbly in the palette. Okay, so I really like that as kind of like a neutral transition shade. I think I'm going to go in with a bit of this kind of orangey shade up the top here, and just applying a light bit of this into the crease just to make it a little bit more summery, even though it's definitely not looking summery outside today. Okay, so this is slightly more red than I first thought it was going to be, but nevertheless I really like how it looks. I think I might actually go for more of a matte eyeshadow look today. I'm literally tapping my brush in once to this colour and tapping it off on the side of the palette as well, and that's how pigmented it is. It's crazy. So next I'm going to be taking a bit of those first two shades that I applied and apply these underneath the lower lash line. So next I'm going to be grabbing kind of like an eyeliner brush, and I don't know what colours I want to delve into. I think I might take a mixture of this purpley shade here called Love Letter and this kind of burnt orange shade up the top. I've just realised, I'm like, why isn't this coming out pink? And I just realised I'm dipping into this brown shade instead of the pink one. Oh god. Okay, I'm going to have to roll with this and then I'll change the colour in a second. I really hope this doesn't go too intense though, because I really don't want to wear false eyelashes today. So I'm just going to take that first brush that I used and just blend that all together. I'm really liking that smoky lower lash line look though. I'm just going to dip into a little bit of Love Letter and apply a little bit on the kind of top of the eye, just to kind of draw all those pinky shades in together. And then I'm just taking a big fluffy brush and blending everything out just to kind of make it a little bit less intense. So I'm just going to be applying a lot of the Miss Baby Rell mascara by L'Oreal. So I'm just going to go off camera and apply this. I do have a full video on this, so I'll leave a link down below if you'd like to go and see it. But this is my absolute favourite mascara, and I know it will give me a nice volumized look. So I've just finished doing my mascara, and I think I can definitely get away with not wearing lashes, so I do think that this could be a day makeup look. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this shade here out of the Anastasia Glow Kit palette and just apply this to the inner corner, because I haven't got any shimmer on my eyes and feel like it will help to really open up my eyes if I have a little bit on that inner corner. But can I just say I am absolutely in love with the Anastasia eyeshadows. They are so pigmented. The only thing I would say is that they do have quite a lot of fallout in the palette, not necessarily on your eyes. Like I haven't got any on my actual face. There we go, so that looks a lot better now. The only thing I do wish as well is that this palette had a mirror, because I feel like there's such a big space here they could so easily shove a mirror in there. So next for lips, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Ludwig. Now I have worn this once on my actual birthday and I absolutely love how it looked, but I haven't really like fully examined it after a couple of hours, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. So yeah, I'm just going to be applying this to my lips now. I absolutely love the shade of this though. Like it's just one of those liquid lipstick shades that works when I'm not tanned and also when I am tanned. Sorry, the exposure's suddenly gone up. I feel like it's got, there we go, I feel like that's a bit better. There we go. I absolutely love the shade of it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of like a mauvey, pinky, purpley colour. It hasn't sunk into any of the fine lines on my lips, which I find a lot of liquid lipsticks do, so hopefully it will last throughout the day. So far I'm so impressed with all of the products that I have used. I feel like the eyeshadows are so pigmented and I definitely recommend that palette. The contour kit I feel like works so well as natural contour, and also you can really kind of deepen it up as well. And I also really like the bronzer in that palette. I feel like the yellow banana powder worked really well to brighten up my under eyes as well. The highlighter, it just kind of speaks for itself. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the foundation also is looking really nice. It's not looking cakey at all, but it is looking super matte now that I have mattified it down with a powder. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing how this will last throughout the day. Yeah, so that is everything that I'm going to be trialing out for you guys today. I will be doing a check-in right at the very end of the day just to see how the foundations last, because obviously about your foundations is a lot about the kind of longevity of the product rather than what it looks like an initial thought. So yeah, I am going to be doing a check-in at the end of the day, but so far so good, and I absolutely love all of the products that I've used today and definitely think that they're all worth the money, because I think most of them were high-end. So yeah, so far so good, and I really hope you guys are enjoying this video. So it's now 9 o'clock, I've had this foundation on for 10 hours, and to be honest, I'm so impressed with how it's looking. Obviously the rest of the makeup looks absolutely perfect as well. The liquid lipstick did rub off after about 3 hours. It did start to look quite patchy, but it didn't rub off like in a horrible way. It kind of slowly just faded throughout the day. I am looking a little bit shiny on my forehead and also on my nose and chin, but to be honest, I kind of get this with all foundations, and this is like one of the better ones. Like normally this would start to kind of, like the foundation would kind of be breaking down on my face at this point, whereas the actual foundation looks absolutely fine. I think if I blotted it down with a blotting paper, then I would be able to go out like this, like it looks perfectly fine. So yeah, I'm super impressed with these products, and I would definitely give them all a thumbs up and definitely recommend them all to you guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let's go and give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!